All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and who also were well. Peace and salutations to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick lesson, all right, going into how, salvation and protection will be the biggest flex in that day, okay? And, pretty much, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to show, these people of the world that have pretty much looked down upon, all right, the hopeful elect, all right, look down upon this truth, all right? Even, Israelites, all right, that are in these other camps that look down upon, us for coming in, the true understanding, the true doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai, all right? The biggest flex, so to speak, or the biggest stunt is seeing Yahweh Shema Shai deliver us. Hopefully we part of that number. All right, while these people are going to be out there with no covering, okay, no protection. All right, that's going to be the biggest flex because Yahweh Shema Shai is all about making statements. All right, making points. Okay, and the Lord, he's going to prove his point that he's always been, all right, with his men. Okay, and right now these people, are, they laughing and scoffing. You got a lot of scoffers that come up against the apostles, all right, and the elders. Okay, right now these people they have their time, okay, to be demons pretty much. Okay, and they think, they operate as if Yahweh Shema Shai is not going to do anything. Okay, but we're in that time where the Lord is getting ready, to prove who he's truly dealing with. Okay, and hey, we could say with faith, okay, Yahweh Shema Shai, he's truly dealing, with the apostles and elders, all right, and the men of a Great Millstone. All right, and those that are in the like-mind spirit that teach, all right, the same doctrine, all right, those are the men that Yahweh Shema Shai are with. Okay, so the biggest flex is when the Lord starts showing out and defending. All right, the scriptures speak about when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. Okay, so the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, the Lord, he's not going to, do no lackluster defending, so to speak. All right, we're getting ready to see, the Lord's greatest work. All right, the greatest work is being Babylon being destroyed with those thermonuclear missiles. All right, the salvation of the elect. All right, so the Lord is getting ready to show, again, his greatest works. Okay. And, a part of that is those miracles, man. Okay. Which we're in those times now where the Lord is getting ready to, turn those miracles up to a higher level. All right. Things that the average person, think that is impossible. Well, we believe in the scriptures. The scriptures say nothing is impossible unto Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord going to show it. Okay. Now I got some precepts, okay, going into how the biggest flex will be when the Lord, all right, is defending and delivering, all right, the hopeful elect, okay, all right, going into the account, all right, during the time of the Pesach, the Passover, where it was declared, all right, high holy day. All right, this is the time wherein, the nation of Israel, we were oppressed, okay, by the Egyptians. And, the Lord raised up a judge, which was Moses, all right, accompanied by his brother Aaron, all right, to come up against, all right, Pharaoh. All right, the Lord raised up Moses, the prophet, all right, which through the Spirit, was King David, okay? But during this time, all right, the Lord was getting ready to deliver the nation of Israel, okay? And how the Lord did it, it wasn't anything less than, spectacular, all right? It wasn't anything less than monumental, in so much that the story of this deliverance is still being told to this day, okay? How the Lord, smote the Egyptians, all right, with those different plagues, okay? How the Lord, split the sea, all right, so, we can cross through it. It said we walk through on dry ground, okay? Well, in today's time, the Lord, he's going to outdo what he did, all right? But let me get a quick precept real quick, a quick passage. I believe it's in Exodus 12. This is the book of Exodus. All right, when you read up, it was going into how the Lord commanded us, to put the blood on the doorposts. All right, so, that spirit of judgment, would pass over those that had that exemption. All right, in that time, that was the tuwa, was that, blood on the doorposts, that exemption from judgment. Okay, so let me get the precept. This is 2 Ezra 12 and 23. For the Lord will pass through to smite the Egyptians, and when he seeth the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, the Lord will pass over the door and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. And ye shall observe the things, and ye shall observe this thing for an ordinance to thee and to thy sons forever. And it shall come to pass when ye be come to the land which the Lord will give you according as he hath promised, that ye shall keep this service. Okay. Let me actually jump down real quick. Okay. And, the point is, in, let me start at 33. It says, and the Egyptians were urging upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste. Yeah, because the Lord smote the firstborn, of every Egyptian, and not only the Egyptians, of the cattle as well. All right, the animals. All right, so they was in great mourning all throughout the land of Mizraim, which that was the name of Egypt back then. Okay, and it says, and the Egyptians were urging upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste, for they said, we be all dead men. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their kneading troughs being bound up in their clothes upon their shoulders. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and they borrowed of the Egyptians jewels and silver and jewels of gold and raiment. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot, that were men besides children, and a mixed multitude went up as with them, and flocks and herds, and even very much cattle. So pretty much, the point was, the Lord commanded Israel, to take those Egyptians' jewelry, so pretty much the Lord, he was like, hey, this is my people. All right. And the Lord had Israel stunting, walking out of Egypt after what the Lord just rolled, on Egypt with those plagues, Pharaoh and the Egyptians, they let, the Israelites go. All right. The Lord had our people walk up out of there, and not only that, the Lord had it to where, we walked out of there in style, wearing all the Egyptians' jewelry. Okay. Well, how much more in this time? Okay. how much more in this time when the Lord begins to bring judgments, there's going to be a tremendous amount of favor being shown upon those, that have pretty much laid down their lives for this truth, man. It's going to be a whole lot of favor being shown. Okay. The Lord, he's really going to make his presence even more known. All right. It's going to be to the point where these people, they're going to see Yahweh Shema Shai with you. Okay. And let me actually get another precept. It's in the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2. And I'm going to start at 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Okay, so there, like the Yahweh Shai said, there be certain men that will not taste of death. Okay, so there is going to be martyrs. Okay, but for the most part, the majority of the Israelites, the elect, the 1/3, the men, women, and children that are allotted to be delivered in this time, they're not going to taste death. They're going to be protected. All right, in the worst times known to mankind, they're going to be protected and preserved, leading up to that salvation. Okay, and while that protection is in place, people are going to envy that. People are going to see you being protected, and there's going to be nothing that anybody could do. Well, let me actually continue to read. It says, be not weary. So the Lord told us not to be weary, even though, there's a lot of hell that's coming. There's a lot of hell that we actually have to endure. But nevertheless, the Lord wants us to have faith and take these things cheerfully. It says, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Why? Because at the end, the Lord is just going to continue to raise up his elect. And it's going to be to the point where, the Lord is going to pour more blessings upon the men of the Lord. Okay. There's certain things that, we desire, in the kingdom. We want a family. We want to be able to, have a peace of mind. All right. Well, the Lord is going to begin that on this side. The Lord has Isaiah 4:1 in place, not for our sakes, but for the sake of the nation of Israel, to replenish the nation of Israel in the world to come. All right. But Isaiah 4:1, that starts on this side. Okay. So there's glory that's coming to those that Yahweh Shema Shai has favor upon. Okay. So, not just, women and wives, but also, that divine protection, a certain brothers in the truth, all right, will get spiritual power to be able to defend and protect theirs. Okay. Certain members of the elect in this time, are going to be fed, just like the account of Elijah when the Lord commanded him to go to the brook, and there was pretty much a famine in the land. But Elijah, he was being fed by a raven, and the raven would bring Elijah food 2 times out the day, which ravens are one of the smartest birds. All right, they're very intelligent. All right. So the Lord commanded a raven to do that, to feed his servant. So in this time, hey, you got, a large multitude that the Lord is getting ready to perform miracles for. So the Lord is getting ready to perform his greatest works in the sight of these people, man. All right. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, 2nd Ezra 2:27, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. All right. So it says, thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So the Lord, is going to impart, an abundance of things, goodly things. All right. In these times, it says, verse 28, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. Okay, so even the heathens, all right, which 2/3 of Israel is actually considered heathens. All right, but even 2/3 of Israel is going to be envying, full of jealousy, and they're going to see that the creator of the heavens and the earth, Yahweh Shema Shai, is going to have favor. All right, it is having favor. Okay, it's going to be evident, but it says they shall be able to do nothing against thee. All right, why? Because that protection. Okay, that hedge. So these are, we read these scriptures, and these scriptures are supposed to give us, a boost in our faith, man. All right, these scriptures, is supposed to, hit our spirit some type of way, man, because coming in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, we have to lean upon the promises that Yahweh Shema Shai promised us, man. We gotta we're banking on what the Lord promised us in scriptures like this. All right, hey man, it's gonna come to pass, man. All right, so I'm gonna continue to read. It says, my hands shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Okay, which hell goes into the grave. It could also mean a condition as well. But the Lord said his hands shall cover these. So the Lord is going to, have that hedge of protection, the angels. All right. And, even your children are going to be good, Now, those that are allotted, to be delivered, through a man of the Lord, you might have a wife that the Lord wants to deliver, children. All right. Keep in mind that in this time, they're not going to have as much faith, as a man that's in his truth. All right. Especially a man that's been teaching. All right. That's a prophet. So there's going to be times where they're going to need, the word. They're going to need, but the Lord is going to be there to comfort them. They might bug out. You got to remind them, hey, man, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to provide, man. All right. And we're reading it right here. Verse 30, it says, be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So, there is an elect lady. All right. And, hey, we're really close to the end. All right. A lot of those women, are, hey, they're watching the videos right now. A lot of them are unknown. They're just watching and learning. And, hey, man, Yahweh Shema Shai is going to, allow those women to get with a man of the Lord. It's all up to Yahweh Shema Shai, how the Lord is going to do it. And in his time. All right. But then you also have women that are already with brothers. All right. Some of them women will be delivered and children. OK, so, we speak about the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. But since, we want to be delivered, we can't just only focus on the wrath. We got to put on that helmet of salvation, man. We got to look upon the things concerning, with the reward for the righteous. OK, and we have to strive, even though, we're not perfect. We're in these corruptible bodies, and we all have our vices and things in which we fall short. All right. But nevertheless, we're still, through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Shai, pushing towards that mark, man, to be delivered. OK, while everybody else, they're just doing whatever they want to do. They're just, just waxing worse and worse, man. All right. That broad gate. OK, but let me actually get another precept, because people are going to see, that the way, that they going in is corrupt, completely going off. OK. Let me get Isaiah 65. Isaiah chapter 65 and 13. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Okay? And we're coming in a time where, you know, there's going to be extinction level events, multiple extinction level events taking place in the earth. One extinction level event is rare. You know, you had the bubonic plague. You know, you had other accounts in history where, you know, a large population of souls that were on the earth was taken out. Extinction level events, right? There's going to be multiple extinction level events in this end time, okay, taking place all at once. All right. And that's why, you know, that protection is going to be so paramount, you know. And, you know, I remember some of the elder brothers in Mississippi, they were saying, you know, that protection comes through obedience in Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, the Lord on a day-to-day basis, you know, through chastisement. All right, the Lord's teaching us to be more obedient unto him. All right. So it says, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. You know, it's going to be, you know, complete role reversal. Right now, these people are living it up. They, you know, having a laugh, so to speak. All right. But then the Lord is going to flip it on them. All right. And those very people that you was talking shit about. All right. Because you got a lot of brothers and sisters that when they came into the truth, you got a lot of people talking shit, saying you was joining a cult. All right. You know, people that, you know, persecuted the men of the Lord. All right. All them people, they're going to be put to shame in that day. All right. Because it's going to be, that favor is going to be shown. It's going to be complete lawless society. All right. And people going to see you clearly, the protection of Yahweh Shema Shai. They're going to see that glow. They're actually going to see an aura. Okay. That's how heavy it's going to be, man. So let me get another precept and I'll begin to close it out. It's in the book of Wisdom of Solomon. Bear with me real quick. Wisdom of Solomon. Here it is. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. I'm going to start at 1. It says, then shall that righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him. And that's taking place right now. You know, you see, you know, camps have sprung up all across the world, calling on Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, and cursing out the elites, you know, the chief tribe of Edom, the ones that's ruling this earth, you know, proclaiming this truth, which they try to hide for so long. Okay. Now, you know, the cat's out of the bag, so to speak. You know, this truth is gone throughout the four winds of the earth. All right. And, you know, this is a token that Esau is losing power. You know, Esau, he seeks to shut the mouths of the prophets. All right. But it's too late already. The damage has already been done. It says, and made no account of his labors. Yeah, because Esau, his intent is to continuously, you know, oppress us. Verse 2 says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. For behold, it's like for beyond all that they look for. So they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. A spectacle. You know, hey, when the Lord had the chariot following, you know, the Israelites out of Egypt, all right, then they got to that water, then the Lord split the sea, you know. Hey, that was something completely unexpected. Completely. You know, there's no story like it. And these things actually took place. You know, there's actual footage, you know, of Esau going into the depths, all right, of that sea, you know, and bringing out the chariots. And then they even, you know, seen the style of the chariot, the type of chariot it was. You know, it was directly linked with that Pharaoh of during that time. All right. So the proof, we got the scriptures and faith. All right. But these things actually happen. So when they see the chariot show up, you know, and, you know, the chariot, man, that's a whole nother glory. Hey, man, that's a whole nother glory seeing a chariot, man. All right, up close, you know. And not only that, but you being delivered and beamed up into it. You know, it's like, man. And then before you get into it, you being changed into an immortal. Okay. Man, that's talking about, you know, stunting. You know, that's the highest level, the highest echelon. All right. When it comes to luxury travel, is the chariots, man. All right. And these people are going to see it as well. You know, these people are going to see it. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, verse 3 says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Yeah, because in this world, you know, if you serving Yahweh Shema Shai in truth and sincerity, you know, you're going to have a lot of enemies, man. People are just going to hate you. They're just not going to like you. They're going to think you're weird, or they're going to think there's something off about you or odd, you know, and really it's because they see the spirit of the Lord, in which this world hates the spirit of the Lord. All right. So these people, they might not show it to you. A lot of people talk shit. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai got, you know, everybody's card. All right. You know, the angels is watching this place thoroughly. You know, it says, whom he has sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Yeah, because these people are seeing us being chastised by the Lord too. You know, we get judged. You know, our vehicles get judged. You know, unfortunate things happen to us. All right. And people, you know, some people witness unfortunate things happen to us. They might laugh. All right. Not knowing that these things are happening for the benefit, you know, of those that are serving Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So it says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? All right. And that's what people's going to say, man. All right. So the biggest flex, all right, is that salvation, that protection, that deliverance, man. OK, and the Lord is going to make sure that his elect look good, too. All right. The scriptures speak about the Lord is going to beautify the meek with salvation. OK, so, you know, I'm going to leave it there. Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. I want to say, call all Yahweh Shema Shai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and who also were well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba Abba.